Welcome to the Interactive Yard. This is a quick tutorial to show you some basic concepts behind environmentally friendly landscaping. The Interactive Yard was designed to show you ways in which you can reduce lawn areas, which also reduces the need for fertilizers and irrigation, and replace lawn areas with beds planted with native and or Peconic friendly plants. It also enables you to learn a little bit about replacing impervious pavement, such as a driveway, with pervious pavers to allow rainwater to infiltrate into your landscape rather than to run off into streets. In addition, we'll show you how you can identify and replace invasive plants, which are often used in garden landscapes, and replace with better native plants. So all of the controls are on the right hand side of the screen, as you can see, and you can follow it step by step, starting with number 1, following it through to number 11. One of the first steps here under number 2 is reduce stormwater runoff, as I was saying, by removing a pervious pavement area, or an impervious pavement area, such as a driveway, and then your sidewalk as well, and then potentially installing with a pervious pavement. And if you want to learn more about each of these items, you click on the title or the letter I, and there's an information box that pops up where you can learn about the item. So let's move on. So other things you'll be looking for is what kinds of invasive plants might be in the garden. In this case, we're showing in the front bed here the presence of Japanese barberry, which is a commonly used landscape plant, but it's actually considered invasive. Birds eat the seeds and drop these seeds in nearby meadows and forests, and that causes a problem. So once you've removed those invasive plants, you just click on the X in order to remove them. You can then return to those beds and add new beds with either native or Peconic friendly plants. In this case, you click on the front entrance, click to add the bed, and then in this case we're presenting you with an example of a plant that you could put in this bed, but then we're advising you not to. English ivy is actually considered highly invasive, it's not a native plant. So another alternative here would be the addition of an eastern redbud tree to this plant. So largely what you'll be doing as you go through this, you will be removing large lawn areas and adding plants, in this case cinnamon fern, adding plants that will be beneficial to your landscape, as well as taking place of lawn that where there's often large use of fertilizers and irrigation. So again, as you go through, you have the opportunity to again, replace large segments of your lawn area with native plants that not only are drought tolerant in many cases, but are also great pollinator plants that attract butterflies and bees and other beneficial insects. Some other things that you can do to replace or reduce lawn areas, for example, is including the addition of a vegetable garden. So again, the major focus here is on finding other ways to use your landscape rather than lawn. In this case, growing your own vegetables, which has many benefits, not only just putting food on your table, but again reducing the lawn area. In this case, also showing you how to add a compost bin. And again, don't forget, you can click for more information to learn about composting. One other item I'll point out here is how you can actually use your landscape to actually harvest rainwater. In this case, we're showing you ideas about actually adding a rain garden to your landscape, and then planting it with native plants that like occasionally wet areas. And the way this is designed, for example, would be with the assumption that you have rain gutters with water running off the roof into your yard, and this would require either the use of some piping or otherwise, depending on the position of your landscape, the water might naturally flow that way. So it enables you to collect and hold rainwater in your landscape and feed flowers with that rainwater, rather than having that rainwater run off into the road and potentially carrying pollutants into the Peconic Bay or waterways that lead to the Peconic Bay. So we hope you have fun with this, and we hope you use this in a way that can help you with ideas as to how you can improve your own landscape, maybe just parts of the landscape at a time, or maybe you might even take on your entire landscape. So enjoy, and please consider sharing this. Thank you.